If you think Lewis Hamilton is failing at Ferrari, you are completely mistaken. What we are witnessing is not the decline of a champion. It is the natural evolution of one of the greatest transitions in the history of Formula One. And the truth that nobody has the courage to say, this is exactly what should be happening. You are watching F1 Prime News, where we don't repeat what the media wants you to believe. We analyze what is really happening behind the scenes. And today, I am going to reveal why this whole failure narrative is one of the biggest distractions of the season. Hamilton spent more than a decade, building his identity at Mercedes. Every engineer, every button on the steering wheel, every behavior of the car was programmed into his competitive DNA. Did you really expect him to arrive at Ferrari and immediately dominate? The technical truth that few commentators have the courage to admit: Ferrari cars are philosophically opposite to those of Mercedes. We are not talking about minor adjustments, we are talking about a complete reinvention of the way of driving. Internal sources confirm the SF25 demands a radically different driving style from the one Hamilton perfected over the years. Braking stability, engine response, rear grip, all of this requires neurological recalibration, not just configuration tweaks. Here is what the armchair experts fail to understand. Ferrari is not just a team, it is an Italian institution with decades of tradition and its own methods. The chemistry between driver and team is not built in a matter of months. A world champion needs a team that breathes in sync with him. And that, ladies and gentlemen, does not happen overnight, especially when we are talking about the most dramatic transition of a driver's career. The Italians have not yet connected with Hamilton. This phrase reveals much more than it seems. It is not just about communication, but about work philosophy, development approach, and racing culture. Let's face the uncomfortable truth. Suggesting that Ferrari is sabotaging Hamilton is not only absurd, it is an insult to the intelligence of any true F1 fan. Ferrari invested millions to bring the greatest champion of the modern era. The idea that they would deliberately undermine their own investment is not only irrational, it is completely delusional. Ferrari's engineers spend sleepless nights trying to extract every thousandth of a second from the car. Suggesting sabotage shows a complete lack of understanding of how a top Formula One team operates. Here is the revelation that will completely change your perception. Ferrari is not focused on 2025. The Italian team has its eyes firmly set on the grand prize, the revolutionary regulation changes of 2026. While everyone is obsessed with immediate results, Fred Vasseur and his team are playing 4D chess. The SF25 receives only strategic updates because the real investment is happening behind the scenes, in the next generation of cars. And Hamilton? He is the central piece of this plan. His development experience is being channeled not into fixing an already compromised car, but into creating a dominant monster for 2026. The instability we see today is a fundamental design problem, something that only a complete chassis overhaul could solve. Ferrari's engineers know it, Hamilton knows it, and both are working with a much broader perspective than the media can comprehend. What no one is realizing is that this season is merely the opening act of a much bigger story. Hamilton did not go to Ferrari to win in 2025, he went to build a dynasty, to restore the glory of the red of Maranello. In 2026, when the new regulations turn Formula One upside down, Hamilton will have something no other driver will: an entire year of immersion in Ferrari's culture combined with his unparalleled talent for development. While everyone obsesses over every underwhelming result, the real story is happening far from the cameras, in the wind tunnels, in the simulators, in the technical meetings where Ferrari's future is being forged. And now, I want to hear from you. Do you believe Hamilton is truly failing, or are you witnessing the growing pains necessary for something much greater? What would happen if, instead of criticizing every below expectation result, we viewed 2025 for what it truly is? A year of transition and learning towards a much bigger goal. Subscribe to F1 Prime News because we will continue bringing the analyses that no one else has the courage to make. The truth is rarely comfortable, but it is always revealing. F1 Prime News, seeing beyond the smoke, for fans who demand more than empty headlines.